I got a quick message, you guys. God said it's appointed unto man to die once and then the judgment. As we see where I'm at, you guys, we all know that we all got to leave one day. So it's better to start thinking about your salvation now, sooner than later. We all will end up here one day, but this is not the end. This is just the beginning of the end. And Living Truth family, sadly, a lot of people in this video I'm about to show you guys has made it here. I got an interesting video, you guys. Let's get into it.
Only on 13. It may be one of Houston's most horrifying murders caught on camera.
And it happened in full view of neighbors in a subdivision near the Gulf Freeway in the Pecan Park neighborhood. ABC 13's Brooke Taylor is joining us now here in the studio.
Yeah, and Brooke, this really shocked a lot of us here in the newsroom.
It did, and sources close to this case tell me that this is some of the most horrifying footage they have seen in their careers. Police haven't said if the victim knew the killer, but they're hoping that a neighbor's video leads to a quick conviction and justice for his family.
Only on 13, deeply disturbing and shocking video of a murder in broad daylight. On May 3rd, the victim, Steven Anderson, is walking on Woodridge Square Drive to pick up his mail, sources tell us. He turns around at the sound of a screeching car speeding right into him. We're pausing the video right before he gets hit. The car reverses and hits him again, pushing him further into the street. Neighbors are on the phone, frantically calling 911. Another neighbor comes out with a pillow. And that's when the suspect, Karen Fisher, identified in court records as a man, but also described as she by police, returns with a knife in hand. The suspect yanks and flips Anderson over, straddles him, and kisses him. We're not showing what happens next because it's too graphic, but that's when police say Fisher stabs him 9 times. She casually walks off as if nothing happened and neighbors just watch. She then tries getting into another car while talking to witnesses. When that's unsuccessful, she leaps over the body and walks away.
It's very disturbing, yeah, because, you know, I have kids here. So our kids could have been out here playing, and imagine that.
20-year-old Karen Fisher is in jail tonight, charged with murdering this 64-year-old. Her bond is set at $2 million.
Broad daylight, it was a busy intersection. It happened right under our noses, you know.
Just truly so shocking. I spoke to neighbors that you saw in that video. They are still traumatized by that, as you can imagine. One woman even told me that
Well, OSBI tells me they're still looking for 22-year-old Jacob Mayhew. Now, they say that he is considered dangerous. They also tell me that they believe he's still here in the state of Oklahoma. This home on a quiet street in Chickasha, a crime scene after 3 people were found dead with gunshot wounds Saturday morning. Police are now searching for Jacob Mayhew, who's a person of interest. The University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma in Chickasha confirmed Mayhew is a current student. They say campus police are in constant contact with investigators. Those who live near the home on 6th Street shocked at the loss of their neighbors.
Everybody knows who they are. They were very ingrained into the community, as far as I know, forever. They were just some of the sweetest people.
OSBI says they're still waiting on positive identifications from the state medical examiner, but those in town say they're mourning the loss of the Mayhew family, James, Patty, and Shayla. One coworker of 2 of the victims shared this photo, saying, quote, "They were all 3 amazing, loving, caring people. They did so much for so many people in the community." She says they kept the shop alive and living with so many jokes and laughter. Family of the victims were in town from out of state Monday afternoon. They told KOCO they want to honor their lives, saying they're wonderful people and they're shocked this could happen. Now they're waiting for answers from investigators.
Clayton County Police released some new details this afternoon in the disappearance and murder of Brianna Winston.
She hasn't been seen in nearly 2 months, and now her boyfriend faces criminal charges in that case, along with several members of his family. Let's get out to Fox 5's Tyler Fingert, who's live at Clayton County Police Headquarters with what we just learned. Tyler?
Yeah, Tom, good evening to you. These are truly some disturbing details about Brianna Winston's murder. According to Clayton County Police, she was choked to death, then put into a suitcase, driven across the state line, and burned in Tennessee. Nearly 2 months after Brianna Winston was last seen, Clayton County Police have cracked the case and say she was murdered by her boyfriend, Michael Edwards, after an argument about cheating. Investigators say Edwards married a woman while with Winston.
Edwards did go to Brianna's apartment during the early morning hours of March 17th, and in an argument where she had confronted him after learning about his infidelity to her, he choked her.
Detectives say Edwards then put her into a suitcase, drove her to Tennessee, where he and another man burned her body. Investigators say they were able to figure all this out with the help of that other man who assisted Edwards. He was offered an agreement in exchange for immunity.
Together, the two men placed the suitcase inside of a burn barrel located behind the home. They doused it with accelerant, lit a fire, and they kept that fire burning from the early afternoon until nightfall.
According to that unidentified man, the two then disposed of Winston's bones in 2 different areas.
It was not a crime that was committed in the heat of passion. There was malice. There was some intent there.
A domestic dispute in a quiet North County neighborhood leaves siblings dead and a mother trying to cope with an unbearable loss. Fox 2's Kelly Hoskins talked with the mother who is trying to make sense of what happened.
Well, the tragedy all unfolded here in the 10,000 block of Wardak. We're told it's all started from a domestic dispute that left 2 siblings dead.
To come to somebody's house and kill their kids in front of their mama.
A North County mother is grieving after St. Louis County police say her son and daughter were murdered in front of their home Sunday. Their mother told me she saw it happen.
All you see is him shooting my son down. He didn't shoot him for self-defense. He shot him to kill him. Then you killed my daughter.
Late this afternoon, police identified the victims as 20-year-old Lanijah Cooper and 19-year-old Mark Rhodes.
I'm numb to it right now because I'm trying to figure out how did I be put in a position to see my son fighting for his life. You came to kill my daughter? Domestic violence? I wish I knew it was going on before yesterday.
St. Louis prosecutors charged Lamar Terrell Harris with murder and armed criminal action. According to the probable cause statement, Harris was previously in a romantic relationship with Cooper and accused her of slashing his new girlfriend's tires the previous evening. Detectives say Harris took a ride share to the victim's home and got into an argument and fistfight with Cooper's family. Police say Harris pulled out a weapon and opened fire. Police say Harris tried to leave the scene but was later taken into custody.
You caught a lift to come and kill my kids. You a coward.
We begin right now at 5:30 with some new developments in the deadly stabbing of a teenager in Queens.
A 15-year-old suspect was arraigned this afternoon on serious charges. CBS 2's Masa Saidi live at the courthouse in Kew Gardens with the latest. Masa.
Maurice, Christine, it was a very emotional day here. The suspect's mother was weeping as she listened to the details. Prosecutors say that her daughter stabbed a friend after a trip to Wendy's. Then she tried to get away. When a witness tried to stop her, she's accused of pointing a knife at that witness, and prosecutors plan on adding an attempted murder charge for that. She's also accused of making all sorts of statements to police, including allegedly saying that I am going to get bail and my dad is going to pay for it, but that did not happen. The judge remanded her.
Surveillance video near Queens Boulevard and 46th Street shows 2 girls who appear to be fighting. When police arrived, they say Sarah Rivera was on the sidewalk, critically injured. She died at the hospital, devastating those who loved her. Her boyfriend told CBS 2 Thursday the suspect was Rivera's classmate.
Nobody should be going through this. No family, no friends, no nothing.
But other families are going through this as well. On Tuesday, 16-year-old Makai Brown was shot in the head a block from his school after police say an argument broke out. Last month in Harlem,
after the first pop, he was like, call 911, call 911.
Cell phone video showed New Yorkers helping a teen who was shot and survived. According to NYPD data, more young people are committing major felonies. In 2023, the number arrested jumped by 40%.
Breaking news.
Good afternoon, I'm Maura McCoy.
And I'm Liz Reyes. Terrebonne Parish investigators call it a case of severe abuse and torture.
They say a 15-year-old was sexually abused, burned, and shot on 2 different days. Ashland Brothers is live at the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office with the very latest.
Well, Liz and Lauren, deputies say that a car crash outside of Houston led to the discovery of a 15-year-old badly wounded and burned and shot at twice. Now, officers say that LaTanya Harris and Terrence Washington were in the car with the 15-year-old and another child. And at the hospital, it was discovered that the 15-year-old had burns and 2 gunshot wounds to her chest and face. Terrebonne deputies say before they left their home in Thibodaux for Texas, Washington had been sexually abusing the 15-year-old for months. Investigators say Harris burned the girl with rubbing alcohol, and another child in the home witnessed the abuse. The sheriff's office says that abuse happened before Mardi Gras. Deputies say in April, Washington shot the 15-year-old in the face, then shot her again the next day before they all left for Texas. Deputies say Harris and Washington never sought medical treatment for the teen, who is now being treated for her injuries. They say the other child who lived in the home in Thibodaux was physically unharmed. Both suspects face several charges, including attempted murder, and Washington is also accused of molestation and rape. Now, the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office will be holding a news conference tomorrow in Houma with an officer from Baytown, Texas. Reporting live in Terrebonne.
Just bow down to the Lord. Bow down, bow down, bow down. Just bow down, bow down. Just bow down, bow down. He will give you your crown if you bow down. God will give you your crown. He will give you your crown. Just bow down, just bow down. He is coming around. Just bow down, bow down. Just bow